Tonight, it's the state law born out of a tragedy in South Florida that some say is now creating a new crisis for condo owners across Florida.
And those condo owners are a bit worried that sky-high assessment fees that are necessary to make high-rise living safer in the Sunshine State will ultimately price them out of their homes. News Channel 8's Lenny Supal joining us live in downtown Tampa to talk a little bit more about that. Lenny.
Good evening, Keith and Jen. Yeah, this new state law is all about making sure that condos are more resilient. So right now, buildings across the state, especially ones that are more than 30 years old, are undergoing a very stringent and a very expensive review process to determine exactly what repairs are needed. However, that comes at a very high cost that's forcing many condo owners to make difficult decisions to pay for it. A convenient way of living that now comes with a steep cost. Condo associations statewide currently under review to comply with a state law that requires reserve funds to be sufficient in case major foundation or structural repairs are needed.
Some of these buildings are very old and some of them don't have reserves. That wasn't the law. And so for them to get these reports now and have to be forced into, paying thousands and thousands each month, you're talking some of these places have a $50,000 special assessment due within several months. How can someone on a fixed income pay for that?
Aubrey Burris is a real estate attorney and says she was recently priced out when pressed against an alarming assessment fee.
I owned a condo. I had assessments increase, special assessments in the thousands. My monthly assessments were almost to $1,000. On top of those special assessments, we had rising insurance costs. Then now I have to pony up money to pay for these reports.
The new law is in response to the tragic condo collapse in Surfside 2 years ago when 98 people were killed. But now with tighter safety restrictions in place, many condo owners are in a race to sell before assessments are due. Florida realtors tracking the latest trends, reporting the number of condos on the market is up 78% compared to this time last year.
It is very scary. They don't know where they're going to go right now.
Sarah Taylor is a real estate consultant in Pinellas County, calling this a buyer's market for condos, and says sellers must be diligent about disclosing any issues with their property.
People are competing to sell their properties. We're seeing price reductions to entice buyers to come in. And we're seeing people who just can't afford it having to list their condos and find another place to move.
So this state law takes effect in 2025, and that's why so many condo associations are scrambling to build up their reserves. But at the same time, tonight we are learning that some state lawmakers are exploring other options to help condo owners stay in their homes. Reporting live in Tampa, Lenny Supal, 8 on your side.
All right, thank you, Lenny.